Who is it? Hey, Jason. What's up? Welcome. I'm just setting my space. Hey guys, I was so inspired by Michael's live. I just had to join in on the action. Oh my gosh. So this is Lotus Blossom, Crown Chakra inspired. It kind of smells like baby powder. I don't recommend lighting baby powder on fire though. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I just really wanted to keep talking about the esoterics behind the shift. And I want to hear in the comments what all you guys are thinking might happen in the spring. Because this is a collective, so I really am going to need your participation. I've been like wondering how I can like put my face out there more and put this channeling ability that I have out there more to the people that I know. And I was like, maybe I should do some YouTube shorts. Maybe I should, I don't fucking know, be more active on my Instagram or whatever, but nothing was really sticking. But doing these live on ASO, I'm just grateful that I know all of you beautiful people who I trust and who I know I can get feedback from. You know, it helps me be much more open-hearted. So I hope that you guys also feel that way. So yeah, the shift. We are overthinking the shift. We're overthinking it. Because it's a lot harder to ascend to the 5D consciousness in the bad, naughty way than it is in the, you know, I've done my shadow work and now I'm gonna have a cigarette about it. And be nice to my friends kind of way. You know what I mean? It's not that hard. You know? So for me, like, I started waking up in 2020 after the Great Conjunction happened. What was that? Jupiter and Saturn at 0 degrees of Aquarius, where Pluto is right now, fucking things up for a lot of people. I think I saw Fran post a meme earlier today about it. I still didn't get like the explanation on what that was all about. Maybe he can appear and give me that information. Oh, Jennifer, not really sure. I'm open to whatever happens. This past few months I've felt more connected to spirit than I ever have. And yeah, I feel that too. Big time. I've been doing a lot of praying, a lot of meditating for sure. And in these meditative trances that I wind up going into, I get visions. And it's nothing like you might see in your dreams. It's a lot more tangible things. It's a lot more imagining. It's like imagining that you are with somebody and they're speaking with you. But you're feeling into it instead of overthinking it. So I think that, you know, whenever we're talking about this shift and how am I going to make it onto the other side, just relax. Because we're already on the other side. It's been said. So yeah, the spring. You meditated for 30 minutes. What was that like for you? Did you get any contact from an alien source? Were you feeling stuck and needed to meditate it out? I'm feeling a little bit stuck right now, actually. I'm feeling stuck in like the position that I've found myself in life, you know? But with all of the energy coming in that I'm pulling in, it's telling me that there's something different that's coming, and it's making me feel just like so antsy. And I can feel that coming out in a lot of different ways. So yeah. One thing that I've absolutely noticed is that we're connecting more with our feminine archetype, with the goddess energy, with the power of our great mother underneath our feet, all around us, you know. It's winter time. We're in the womb space of the mother. It's time for rest. Time for, well, you know, Mars, I think I've mentioned this in the last live. Mars is in retrograde, so it's really a time to be relaxing, resting, reflecting, retuning, redoing, reconnecting. I keep getting the sacral chakra card. And it's a beginning, you know? We're beginning some new shit right now. From within. Our own powers, you know, activating. And because we're actually realizing it for the first time all together, it's like you wake up in the morning and you feel the sunlight falling on your face. It's warm, and you open your eyes and you say to yourself, well, today's going to be a good day. Today's going to be a new day. And you just begin to move through the world in a different way. Move through the earth in a different way. And that means you have to let yourself go. You have to release yourself from boundary. But what does that actually mean, like releasing yourself from boundary? What is a boundary? A boundary that you hold yourself to. See, I have a Saturn rising. I have a lot of boundaries. But with Saturn moving through Pisces, all of those are starting to dissolve, you know? The ground is starting to level out, and you're able to see a little bit further than before. And that's one of the things that I have also been noticing about, hang on one second. Yeah. I just love it all. The bad and the good. And we're rewriting our story as a whole. But that means we have to stick together about it, you know? Fear catches us slipping sometimes. It does. It sure do. It sure fucking do. Hey, Shelly. Hey, Michael. Thanks for joining us. I'm gonna take a second to ground myself. I feel too far above myself, not inside myself. So I hope you guys are having a really nice night. You know, it's Yuletide season. It's the holiday season. It's where we're all connecting with one another. Oh, you got it. Just jump. Hi, Adam. Adam with 2 A's. That's unusual. Disco dancing. And that's something else too. Like, how are we going to be expressing our sacral nerve? How are we going to be expressing this new pulse that is coming up in a lot of people, this new rising up, this new awakening of something? You know, we have 2 different consciousnesses. We have the consciousness that's been on autopilot, like our AI consciousness that's been programmed to exist in this society. And we have our true soul's consciousness that we've forgotten how to access. How do we access it? Calm as fuck down here. Well, it's summer there, isn't it? It's hot as hell, right? You're down under. I agree. The energy is nice right now. We can rest in that, you know. I like to think that during this holy time of the year that the Christ consciousness is a lot more tangible for people. I assume I'll know how to access it when I need to. And you will. And that's another thing about faith and having faith in yourself. Having faith that you're divinely guided and divinely protected. But what does that like even mean? Like, sure, we'll throw these buzzwords out, but what does it mean to like divinely protect yourself? Because that's what it is. Like, you have to be receptive to the protection. If all you're receptive to is the fear brainwashing that's not coming from anybody that you know, like this fear that's being generated, you might be having a great time with your family and friends, separate from the turmoil happening like all around us. But, you know, being in a tower and keeping the joy to yourself isn't really doing much for your neighbor. It's not really doing much for, you know, your Grammy in a nursing home or something like that. You know, we're supposed to share our joy. That's what the holiday season is about. And I think that's also what Yeshua's teachings were about, like just sharing your joy and sharing your love. Because, you know, I like this saying, I've heard it before, and I say it sometimes, but a sorrow shared is half of a sorrow, but a joy shared is double the joy. Could even maybe multiply it by 4 times the joy when you share one. Source is literally trying to welcome us back at all times. It is. And you're right, Michael. I often wonder what my source is, you know, because we can all trace ourselves back, you know, on Ancestry.com, right? I know who my mother is. I know who my birth mother is. I know who my grandmother is. I know that maybe my DNA was from Africa, like thousands and thousands of years ago. But that was so many lifetimes ago. I don't know many people who can remember that many lifetimes, you know? But that's funny about how time has been folded up and folded up across time, and you know, we're just one little laser beam shooting through space, moving in an elliptical path. And when you put it into some strange perspective like that, it opens some possibilities, it opens some doors, you know. And now I'm thinking about the snake rising again. You know, this March is the year of the snake in the astrological new year, right? Or Chinese New Year, rather, right? Year of the snake. I need some help with this. I'm not a Chinese zodiac person, right? Tea leaf cards. I have oracle cards. Is that the same thing? But I do have some cards here with me today. Yeah. Oh, I love you guys. I'm so glad that we're all here at this moment in time all together. You know, we're never truly alone. I've been isolating alone for the past week. I have COVID, and I spent Christmas kind of alone, but not totally alone. You know what I mean? Like, this is the time of the year where everybody's getting together with their family and their friends. But it feels really good to be able to go within and not have so much external influence around. I'm getting a lot of messages very clearly. Do you think the aliens are having the same conversation right now and we're all each other? Yeah, I do, in a way. In a way. Sharing and accepting love is accessing your soul. It opens the doors. It opens the pathways. It creates for a juicier experience, that's for sure. It's the dragon until March, and then the snake. Dragon. Do you guys meditate about different animals too? Like a spirit animal? I have many spirit animals, and I keep getting the earth, you know. Mother Earth is calling to us right now. It's so beautiful. Little dragon is after big dragon. Oh, that's clever. Clever, clever. Snake. Snickety snake. You know. The past. We get to move on. We get to move on. You know, we get to leave a lot of things in the past. We get to leave sadness in the past. We get to leave sorrow in the past. We get to leave doubt. We get to leave doubt in the past. Because whenever we're moving forward, wherever we're like pressing our feet on the earth, we're leaving behind a trail of something, you know? Maybe it's dead skin particles. With me, it's probably hair. But in all actuality, it's like our bioluminescence that we just can't see yet. I forget the percentage of animals, and especially marine life, who can see in bioluminescent vision. And I wonder, you know, as we're passing through this photon belt, how maybe our malleable existence might alter slightly. We're really squishy, you guys. You know, shit constitution. Oh my god. My constitution mod is probably like a -1. Just kidding. But yeah, I do be taking my elderberry. and mullein, you know, lots of plant medicine. That's the thing about, like, us being earthlings living on the earth, you know, we're not supposed to take pills. We're supposed to eat dandelions in the backyard like a cow and chew it for 4 hours. Just kidding about that too, but seriously, drink some dandelion tea. I've been trying to, like, do a little self-chelation, and when you're doing a detox, make sure you have a binder on board. Like, I'll take charcoal tablets at 3 in the morning when I wake up and my stomach feels a little bit sick, you know? Sad. Constitution -1. It's so sad. Quite a few dreams with snakes. Dragon lives on my back. Dragon lives in my back. I usually associate animals, my ancestors. Giant octopus, flying fox, rooster, eel, shark, stingray, turtle. Ooh, very nice. That would be a sweet-ass totem pole, dude. I've been having visions of, like, traveling to different parts of... This is fucking weird. You're gonna be like, oh, she's full of shit, but... I've been having these visions where I'm traveling to different areas of the universe, for real. I feel like I've been bilocating myself. Maybe astral projecting is a better word. Bilocation is, like, actual physical shit. I don't think you could do that without going into, like, the king's chamber and the pyramid and being in a group, and they're all like, you will go to Mount Shasta, or some shit. But anywho... I don't know, just go to Antarctica and jump through the, what is it, the Ender portal or some shit. I can't believe a single card hasn't flown out at me yet. Aww, I love you guys. Open heart, people, open heart. I have a lot of spirit animals, though. A lot of different ones come to me. Frog, for sure. Uh-oh. What are we stuck on? I'm stuck. What am I stuck about? My dump stat is Dex. Do you how do? Bear, whale, elk. Beautiful. Maybe your visions are places you've been before. I agree with that. Living out past lives, you know? I don't know if anybody else has remembered any of their past lives, but a good way to think about your past lives, what the heck in heck, Earth again, is that we're all recycled, right? So if your subconscious is, like, chronically replaying different cycles in your current life, then you can rest on your laurels and understand that those cycles repeated in past lives. So when you are changing cycles in this life, just know that you're changing them in your past as well. Okay? And then you can move forward in a different way, right? You've freed up that karmic energy that has been stringing you along, for however long, depending on, like, how ancient your soul is. I want more incense. And then you free up that link and you can create a new one. Just don't slip up. You are the tightrope walker. You know? You're the tightrope walker. Don't fall down. I'm stuck on my ego too. Like, I don't know how to express myself in a way that's, like, accessible in a lot of ways. But that's why I'm doing this. Because I want connection and I want to connect with people, and I feel this deep connection with so many things. But how do we bring it all together? You know, how do we put the peanut butter with the jelly? I don't think one person has all of the answers. I think that we all have to figure it out together. Is that a Libra thing? My lucid dreams are a literal granny living in a hut in the woods. That sounds so peaceful. That sounds so peaceful, Joe. And whenever we go through the shift, that's what we're supposed to, like, imagine ourselves doing, you know? Doing something so peaceful. Because it is going to be like a snap of a finger. There's going to be an event. It's going to be a choice point for you. You know? Have you freed up enough of your past life karma to be able to choose something that's actually good for your soul and good for the betterment of yourself? Because if you're choosing something for the betterment of yourself, it's actually benefiting everybody around you. Because of this bioluminescent field that you're leaving behind yourself. You can either leave a bioluminescent field for people to follow, or you can leave something that attaches to other people. And I don't know. Bread. Bread. Have you cleared enough yet? I don't know, man. I'm tired of suffering. So I'm just telling myself, like, moving forward, girl, you've just suffered enough. And I hope that the rest of you feel that way too. You know, I've suffered enough. And I've seen enough suffering in the world. I'm done entertaining myself with all of the things happening in the media. I'm done entertaining myself with the metal buses flying around the sky. It's probably just like surveillance anyway. Surveillance, you know, from internal affairs. And yeah, our timelines are collapsing. They're collapsing, but that's what Pluto in Aquarius is supposed to do. It's supposed to take all of these different areas of your lives and collapse them so that, you know, the playing field again is level. Expressing yourself is scary. I usually just do it with my eyes closed in a sense. Kind of have to. I live such, and it is overrated. No one is around me besides ancient Indian spirits. In a way, that's kind of like the sage living on the mountain, you know. Eventually you have to come out of cloister, come out of a grip that you have on yourself, because that's also rooted in a certain type of ego. And that's something that I have realized in myself. That's why I feel comfortable speaking about it. I feel like, you know, all of the ascended masters who attained enlightenment through meditation for hours and, you know, self-isolating in an ashram somewhere, I think that their greatest mistake was that they kept it to themselves. But how can you share something so how can I put this? How can one hand something to another that can't be handed over? You can't. It's something that, you know, somebody has to want. Like, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, kind of thing. I've been wondering when these cards are gonna fall out. I only got 4. I feel like I need to shuffle these better, because it's like all the same cards that's been coming. Oh, Source, can you please give us a message for the coming times, for this coming collapse? Desert. You can show it how to drink. Girl, that's some wise shit. Song works best, but it's only a resonance. There is a song playing throughout the universe. It's like a symphony. And it's something that a lot of different beings are dancing with. It's something that we're dancing with here, whether we understand that or not. You know, the planets in the sky trace these beautiful geometric shapes, and we're able to see it with their luminescence. like Venus traces a star, for example. A star. Maybe because people need to learn what it's relevant to them and it's not relevant to the other. I'm letting that sink in. And I agree with you, but everything kind of ties in together, you know? We need to be more open-minded, more open-hearted. That's so much easier said than done, you know? And also another reason why it is important to isolate for a little bit, you know? Calm and clear water, calm and clear water, pure living water. And that's what we are, you know? That's what we're trying to be, back to pure living water. Well, until next time, my loves.